Lock it in, lock it in, yeah. It's the Joe Lockett Show. Lock it in, lock it in, yeah. It's the Joe Lockett Show. Lock it in. Are you ready to be entertained, educated? A little stimulation for your brain. Lock it in. Are you ready to learn? Are you ready to laugh? Are you ready to love? Then lock it in, lock it in, yeah. It's the Joe Lockett Show. Lock it in, yeah. It's the Joe Lockett Show. Lock it in, lock it in. It's the Joe Lockett Show.
Welcome into the JLS, the Joe Lockett Show. I am nephew. He is him, and you turn it into the JLS. If you're tuning in on social media, like we always do, make sure you do go and like, share, subscribe, all of the likes. It goes a long way to keeping you locked in with the gang. On this Tuesday, I think that's what it is. Almost done with the month. Halloween right across the corner. I think Thursday is Halloween, if I'm not mistaken. So shout out to that. But yeah, man, we got a lot of news to get into for today. A lot of updates that need to be had, a lot of congratulations and birthdays are in order. And everything else, man. So without further ado, might as well go straight into the news for today.
So we'll go on with our live entertainment. Without further ado, here they are.
It's cliffhangers.
Love it. I just love it.
All righty. First things first. Might as well give some congratulations out. Shout out to Toni Braxton. She was just on the cover of Essence magazine. That's pretty crazy. Shout out to Toni Braxton of the Essence magazine for one of their covers, Tony on Top. I think that's what they called it. Shout out to her on that. While we're at shout outs, let's go ahead and shout this lady out for her birthday. Hold on. Shout out Tracy Ellis Ross. She turns 52 today. So shout out to her. I did not know she was. I feel like I seen her everywhere. That's crazy. I didn't know she was that young. But shout out to Tracy Ellis Ross. If you don't know who that is, I mean, do I have to name her stuff? She's literally one of the black greats, especially in the acting scene. If you don't know her, I guess recent work would be Blackish. She's the wife to the main cast. She was in Girlfriends. If it's not that, like shoot, it's so many freaking movies she did. Like, take your pick, honestly. What movie can I bring up? Let me go look something up. I know she legendary performance in one of the music videos that she did with Kanye West, that Touch the Sky one with him and Nas. I know that one. That was hilarious. What else? I feel like I'm forgetting a movie. Like a main one. I feel like I'm forgetting a movie. Either way, shout out to Tracy Ellis Ross. So shout out to the fam. My cousin Preston, he also turns not 5'2", but 2'5". So hey, shout out to both of y'all. 5'2" and 2'5". I guess it's the numbers of the day. But yeah, man. If you do know about Tracy Ellis Ross, you guys shout out your favorite moments, favorite events, fashion. You know what it is. Just shout out your favorite things about Miss Tracy. Like I said, she one of the black greats. Literally, go through her catalog. You ain't gonna find a miss that she was a part of. So shout out to her. into segue because we have to do an update. Because we just saw Destiny's Child up there on stage. Gotta go ahead and mention the other one because it's 3 or 4 if you want to count Solange doing backup for some of the songs, but or if you want to say 5 because they did drop another member before this one. Either way, shout out to Michelle Williams. She was on one of the she was on the Sherry Shepherd show. Out of being very big, if you know anything about Michelle Williams, at least for the last 5 years, you know she's been holding it down on Broadway. And Miss Shepherd asked her about it and about, you know what I mean, missing out on it and not being up there on stage with Kelly and with Beyonce. She kept it classy, held it down. You feel me? I couldn't make it up to the spot. I mean, hey, I couldn't, but hey, they held me down. So shout out to her. I know everybody was talking like Guy Lee, so y'all couldn't afford all 3 of the Destiny Child. so shout out to her on that. She went ahead, squashed some stuff that was roaming up in the internet waves and things like that. So glad to see her. Just like how you would be if you part of that decade. Love to see all 3 of the Destiny's children hold it down for one another. To my knowledge, ain't nobody had no beef. So shout out to that. Now, speaking of, since we already into a little bit of politics, Shannon Sharpe, he finally drops his VP Harris's interview that he had with her. Shout out to the Shay Shay Club. I forgot all about this. I'm not gonna lie. I did not keep this in my airwaves. So I'm gonna tell you right now, I did not listen to the whole thing. Only called clips. It, like I said, man, it's politics wise, I stay in tune, but interest is not all the way there. So when I heard he gonna have VP Harris on his interview club Shay Shay, I'm gonna be honest with you. I was like, I can miss that. Like I usually go back to other stuff if I missed it. I was like, yeah, I can miss this. I'm not. I'll wait. November right around the corner, so might as well go ahead. Like I said, I'm pretty sure this is a great interview. We got a few clips that were surfacing around. Some things that VP Harris and her camp has been trying to put to bed. So I'll allow them to elaborate. Shout out Shay Shay.
Voters trust President Trump, former President Trump, more on the economy. What can you tell the voters, our viewing audience, our listening audience, that if you were to become president, wow, Madam VP Kamala Harris will be much better on the economy than what President Trump was?
Well, so I'm really glad you brought that up, Shannon. So first of all, let's clear up certain myths.
Okay.
You know those checks that went out?
Yes. Those stimmies?
Right. Right.
Stimulus check.
Yeah, I know. Well, right. Yeah. Yeah.
We got to be for stimulus, but they call them stimmies. Okay.
The reason those came about is because there was a Democratic majority in the House of Representatives and Congress.
Mhm.
People like Maxine Waters, people like Hakeem Jeffries, right?
Yes.
Who did the work of pushing to say, people need help right now and we need to send out checks. There was a whole lot of opposition to it, including from Donald Trump's White House.
Yeah. Polls suggest that voters trust President Trump. Former.
With that being said, another person that also echoes her views, big Obama. He also shut down that. He making tweets, also piggybacking on what Miss VP Harris was saying. Often, she said in his post, he said, often I hear folks say Donald Trump sent me a check during the pandemic. I want to make sure that you understand this. Congress sent you a check. By the way, Joe Biden also sent you a check during the pandemic, just like I gave people relief during the Great Recession. The difference is that we didn't put our names on it. because it wasn't about feeding our egos or advancing our politics. It was helping the people. Shout out to Obama, man. I miss you, big dog. Also, shout out to putting stuff to bed. I'm sure everybody kept saying this. I know it was definitely picking up steam during the rest of the stuff going on these past few months. I know it was one lady, she was talking about like how Trump gave them stuff and yada yada yada. If this all come back to be facts, like I said, I'm novice at this, but come back to be facts and that's true, y'all gotta shut that up. It go back to what Joe mainly says on the show. If you don't ride with the other one and you ride with another, you're gonna make your case for whatever it is that is right. But with that being said, it was other clips that were surfacing through that was
I
making
think he
runs.
was
And
resistant to it
him,
at first.
yes. That's why those checks, remember, Congress holds the
I think we can all agree on this, that there is a problem with, I don't know how the correct term, I think it's undocumented. How do we get a hold on that, Madam VP? How do we make sure? Because I think I've heard you say you want a path to citizenship, but we want to, make sure people come in and do things properly.
Yes, that's exactly right. So first of all, I have personally prosecuted transnational criminal organizations for the trafficking of guns, drugs, and human beings. I have prosecuted the Sinaloa cartel, okay, the Guadalajara cartel. So I put my record up to anybody in terms of how strongly I feel about having a secure border and making sure that there is not that kind of trafficking into America.
I think we can all.
Now, like I said, if you want to go back through with the Uncle Shay Shay interview that he had with VP Harris, go ahead. Shout out to the to Uncle Shay Shay's podcast club, Shay Shay. You can like I said, it was mainly a political interview. So I get where it's coming from, and I guess it would feed one of the fan bases that she hasn't really had too much of a post with. So we will see more information that comes with that. But to double back with the Destiny's Children, one of the kids was getting some blowback on Fox News that was also trending just as much as this, which is crazy. One sec.
All agree on this, that there is
I'll let them speak for themselves, because a lot of folks is putting a name to the bullet and just so figured out that this is coming from a very hypocritical place. So without further ado, I'll go ahead and play
campaign, the strategy they've gone for this far in the election with 10 days, 9 days, 10, 11 days to go.
She's absolutely desperate. I mean, she's out here bringing every celebrity she can to try to get any kind of endorsement because she knows that she doesn't have any substance herself. She brought Beyonce out tonight, and it's like, Beyonce doesn't need to be doing that. Beyonce needs to be focused on trying to keep her album on the charts because it's already gone.
Xavier, Bryce Hall, thank you for coming on. We appreciate your time. Best of luck to both of you. Come back and visit us again. Thank you so much. Campaign.
Now, if you don't know who that young man was, apparently that is a media personality by the name of Xavier DeRosario. Excuse me on that. I cannot pronounce this. If you are watching on social media, his name is also posted. But yeah, apparently he called out Beyonce and also her fan base and making a tweet, which is saying that the bravest thing I've ever done in my career is to drag Beyonce on live TV. The Beehive are domestic terrorists. Now, the crazy part about this guy is not the fact that he called Beyonce and the rest of her fan bases, which is me, a domestic terrorist. It's the receipts they went to go find on young dude. Apparently, he's part of the Beehive, which is crazy. I promise you, if this is not the biggest, bruh, I don't know what is. Dude, you got tweets going as far back as when she dropped her country album where no, not even just far that back. You just recently jumped off this bandwagon because we saw the stuff you made when she wasn't picked for the Country Music Awards. But apparently, everybody that goes for or likes Beyonce, also part of the Beehive, you're a domestic terrorist. So Fox News, in your words, brought on a domestic terrorist.
Mm-hmm.
This is crazy. This is hilarious. It's funny how the internet will catch up to you just to be petty and to throw up all of your, like when I tell you they went back as far as like at least 5 years of his recent tweets because he tweets so much about Beyonce. He got something right here. If you're watching this on Facebook and the rest of social media sites on the show, you can see clear as day. He said conservatives drag me every time I say this. Conservative, by the way. Drag me every time I say this, but I am obsessed with the Carters and will defend them as if I am on their payroll. Jay-Z and Beyonce are the royal family. Oh my God. I'm sorry. I like a little bit of petty, bro. I like a little bit of petty, but we gotta admit, big dog. This was obviously
Embarrassing.
This is obviously embarrassing.
I don't think it's even embarrassing. I think it's embarrassing to the point right now is I was talking with someone earlier today about, politics.
It's November, so I don't care what y'all got to say. It is what it is at this point.
It's here, you know what I mean? And if a person don't agree with your political views, some people you just can't talk to, right? Because they want to tell you why their person is better. And that's fine. But the conversation I was having was, I don't care who you vote for, right?
Mm-hmm.
Just don't try to explain to me why you're voting for that person. And I want to explain to you why I'm voting for that person, right? Because I just asked them, what do you think about what's going on in politics? And so, they automatically jump to, okay, so you must be.
Oh, wow.
And so,
I mean, folks do that though.
Oh, and like I told them, I said, I must be what? Right. And they started telling me who I must be voting for. But I asked them, I said, have I said one word to you about who I'm voting for? I asked what you think about the political climate of what's going on here.
Yeah.
Right. And then they just went into this tirade about why their candidate was the best. And I'm like, okay, cool. Then they come at me and say, you explain your candidate's position. I said, I don't have a candidate position to explain. I have a vote that I'm going to deliver, right?
Yeah, immediately they want you to just already be
right.
defensive.
But like I told, I said, I don't have a candidate position to explain. I have a vote I need to deliver, right? And I'm not going to talk to you about who I'm voting for because I don't need to explain to you about who I'm going to vote for and why I'm not voting for someone else. It does not matter. Again, I asked you about what you think about the political climate, right? That we're in.
Not your vote.
Right. But some people are so caught up into if you're white or if you're black, you got to be voting this way, you got to be thinking this way, this person got to be this person got to be this. And what I hate so much now is the vitriol that people think it's okay to get away with, the crassness that has been brought into politics because of the new era that has been ushered in to politics.
Yeah.
Right. Before the Trump era, there was a face of decorum, right? Dignity. You disagreed on opinions, right? You disagreed on philosophies and policies. But it never got to the point where you're name calling and just saying stuff to be saying stuff, right? Because what I've realized is right now is I heard you doing a story earlier on the show about the stimmy checks, right?
Yeah.
And how you see some people saying that, Donald Trump gave me a check. Well, Donald Trump marketed better than everybody else did. Okay. That's why people believe
that he did it.
And no matter what you say and try to explain the facts to people, people don't care, right? They know what they seen on their check when they got it, right? He got out in front of it and said, I'm giving it to you. And at that time, none of y'all said nothing. He marketed better than everybody. Your truth is the truth. But when it comes to marketability, Donald Trump marketed better than anybody else. And now, when you see what his campaign is doing, it's basically this. Keep saying the same thing over and over, and it must be true, regardless of what they're saying, right? And so when you listen to people talk about her side, they're going to repeat taglines. They're going to repeat, that the other side is trying to doom the other side. And I challenge people when you're talking about the race, tell me her policies, tell me his policies. Tell me her plan, tell me his plan, right? I don't care about his felonies. I don't care about what he did last time. Tell me right now in 2024, what is your game plan to change my family and the people that I'm around life? What's your game plan?
Now, on that note, because it is other stuff. A lot of stuff is happening in politics during crunch time. Now, Trump also came in to critique Fox,
hey, Monica.
which is pretty funny, given the position Fox had a few times with him. But he made a recent tweet. Fox News spends far too much time promoting the Democrats, the Sergio Gates, I guess that's what it's called, and their agenda.
Exactly.
Today, I watched over and over again an angry and totally out of control Michelle Obama trying to save a dying campaign of comrade Kamala Harris. I'm leading in Michigan by a lot. No, because of the great support from auto workers, Arab Americans, Jewish Americans, and all of the other patriots. But Fox refuses to put up those polls. Fox also plays more negative commercials and ads promoting the other side than is even imaginable. Our ads on Fox News are always a big deal to negotiate. They want us to change and weaken our content, but we put them up on CNN and on MSNBC with no problems. Our changes, it's hard, or our changes, my bad, excuse me. It's hard to believe I'm leading by so much. Now he goes on with other tweets, which I won't even get.
But here's the thing, right? No matter what he wants to say, is he leading? In some polls, in some states, he is, but not by a lot. Neither one of them is leading by a lot. Here's the thing about this race.
Nah, from what I just seen,
here's the thing about this race, right? He can't pull away from her.
She can't pull away.
She can't pull away from him. That's the dichotomy that we have in this race right now. He's not popular enough, even with the crowd that he got, to pull away from her if she's so weak. And she's not popular enough and strong enough if she's doing what she got to do, right, with her brand to pull away from him. This is really going to come down to, man, I'm going to be honest. This is my honest opinion, America. This race is going to come down to women. Who's going to show up and vote? This race is going to come down to women. I truly believe that this race is going to be for the women that's going to turn out, because women can get the men to turn out. Women can get a husband or a boyfriend or a cousin, but men, they're going to show up. But this race is going to be determined by women.
Now, also with that said, I know CNN was trending over
that guy that they kicked off
remarks. Yeah, that they kicked off on there. I was contemplating the whole time. I might not play it. With it being as offensive as it was.
Yeah.
Because he tried to really get it off. And I wish he tried to be slick with it.
And then try to back it, and then try to back and
which
and
I would have
back off
said
of it.
you just take accountability for it and then apologize.
Yeah.
That would have been the easiest thing to do, and you could have went right back to your debate.
Yeah,
but you almost second-handedly, it was Slickway trying to double down and try to still make a point.
But this is what I got to tell everybody, bro. And I've said this before when I was on radio. I said it on podcast. Y'all can't do what Trump does and get away with it.
No.
Okay?
No.
You're going to lose your income. You're going to lose your home. You're going to lose a lot. You are not going to get away and say what you want to say the way Trump gets away with it, because he can. Everybody that's trying to do this crap, bro, they going to get you.
Yeah, man. Because
you're going to get counsel. You can't just go on live TV saying stuff, and this man sitting in front of you, and you gonna make that remark like it's cool.
Dead to his face. Now he kept it
Now,
composure.
But hold on, they did what I said everybody should have did over the weekend.
Yeah,
They shut that,
take him off.
bruh. Shut it down.
But to that point, which I'll give CNN props for, especially the lady that was moderating everything.
Yeah.
First off, she apologized on his behalf for it even being mentioned
And for it letting it go that far.
and for letting it go that far,
Yeah.
which I give her huge kudos for. Two, also give kudos to the network.
Yeah.
Because they also known for bringing everybody that is usually not really on the best of terms, but how they clink this up. That's what would have surprised me if I saw that happening at the Trump rally.
Mm.
I would have been surprised as you don't know what if they stopped
I'm
everybody that going on the tirades.
But I'm telling you, bro, if they would have done that, I think that would have cemented Trump's win. I truly believe if they would have done that, right, instead of trying to go up on Monday morning and be a Monday morning quarterback and go out there and go on an apology tour, and said this is not us. That was just one thing on this tour, right?
Yeah,
You weaken your stance because you allowed this to go on, right, and you didn't shut it down.
and now it look like you ain't got no backbone for what you said.
Yeah, and again,
At least to
now-
your hardcore supporters.
yeah. So are you going to stand up to these folks? Or you're not going to stand up to these folks? Again, now you look weak on either part of it. And here's again thing again, right? Where is he? In the middle of controversy with his campaign, where is he? Well, where's Trump? Because let me tell y'all this. Y'all remember when he said she wouldn't do interviews, right? Who's doing interviews now? He said she didn't want to debate, right? Who didn't show up for the debate? And I'm just saying, these are things.
You make a point.
No, when I'm just saying, again, you're gonna vote for who you want to vote for, but I got a problem with if I call you to the mat, bro, and you go to the mat, I'm coming there too, right? Don't run. You said you want to debate the one because you can be there any place, anytime. And then when you got mollywopped on the interview, right, and it didn't go your way, now you want to show me in it. You didn't want to go do any more debates.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah, they cut all that out.
Right, but he cut all that out. But you the one called her to the carpet, right? Now if that was Joe,
And said we can go multiple times.
what he said. That's what he said, right? But now he barely do interviews. He go to friendly place. He talks
He
about
go
her.
to folks that like him.
He go to friendly places that's going to agree with what he's saying, but he don't go into hostile territory. And I'm not mad at that. That's a smart campaign strategy. But my whole thing is, y'all got to stop using the argument where he did this and she did this. No, they both have been doing some bullshit.
Now,
Both of them.
Now to
Hey,
segue a little bit
Hey, homie. Hey,
out
Bridget.
of the politics.
Is it true Donald Trump tried to give you money to endorse him one time?
I got a call, but they wanted me to was Sunday.
Oh, they wanted you to come. Yesterday.
Madison Square Garden?
This week.
He wanted you to
because they
pop
wanted
out
you to
there?
perform Mini Men. They wanted you to perform Mini Men at the
What's up,
RNC
Mom?
too, right?
Yeah, and
Yeah.
they was offering me $3 million.
To perform?
At the RNC or this past Sunday?
Huh?
At
No,
the
this past Sunday.
at $3 million.
Mhm.
And then they offered you money for the Republican National Convention too, right?
He turned
How
it
much
down?
was that?
Yeah, I didn't even go far back. I've been talking to them about that kind of stuff. I'm a friend.
Shout out 50 Cent, bro. It's like how you said the other day. Don't sell out all the way, big dog. It's some stuff you got to keep integrity wise. Because if you don't remember, especially if you tune into streaming like I am, and that's where it kind of blended into the young and old right there. Donald Trump walked out to Aiden Ross to some 50 Cent music.
Yeah. But see, this is the thing.
And it was like, wait a minute, is he walking out to Mini Man?
But this is what I say, bro. This is what I have a huge problem with this campaign on. You talk shit, right? And you go out there and you're trying to grab a crowd. So whoever the black person that he got working for him, bro, right?
That's what a lot of folks, before I even
Because it ain't no
get
white,
off of this.
it ain't no white folks giving him this advice. This is black folks,
it's
right?
And if they are, they don't got that tuned to the ear.
They don't have their ground to. Hey, Lady J.
Yeah.
No, but what I'm gonna say is this here though. Everybody that don't rock with the Trump campaign, they have played their music. They've played Beyonce music, and they told them to cease and desist. Taylor Swift, they told them to cease and desist. 50 Cent, cease and desist, right? So at the end of the day, if you running your own campaign, why are you trying to do? Because y'all get mad when the rock stars go over there with her, right? Why are y'all trying to get them same rock stars to come over there with y'all? If it don't matter, if it's bad, and then you shit on her when she's able to get these people, you get Hulk Hogan.
A dude that has a history of looking away. I'm a wrestling fan. I love me some Hulk Hogan.
Thanks,
Hulk
Jay.
Hogan has a history of looking away.
Yeah.
Old buddy that they just brought on as the comedian has a history of looking away. Other folks you had on your platform to help promote you have had a history of looking away. And that's all I gotta say to it.
Let me ask you this question, nephew. Why do you think VP Harris has not registered the way President Obama formerly did?
Going back, because a lot of folks is asking that.
Yeah.
Obama did two things I don't think she was able to do.
Okay.
Given the time she had.
Okay.
First off, Obama kicked the door running off the ground level, and he had a whole election type of run that he could do. So he was allotted a little bit of time to F up, see where it's at, bounce back harder, and then completely show out towards the latter half. Like, because towards the latter half, I don't even think it was a debate no more. He was like, all right, old buddy just won it.
Yeah.
We just going through procedures.
Yeah.
You feel me? But during the screw ups, he had a team kind of similar to Trump's that not only reinforced the black side, but on the white side, they had their ear tuned to the white side where they could intertwine with the other half of the states. You feel me?
Yeah.
The minority vote was kind of like already up for grabs for him, but his convincing of the whiter half of the states, they tuned in deep, just like how they doing with Trump, which is why I'm like, I hate on it, but at the same time, if Trump was actually doing his job for real, this would have been a masterclass of how to really cater to any side given any time.
Yeah.
That's what Barack Obama's camp did. But I feel like he was only able to do that based off of the earlier half that he messed up.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I after looking back through it, I don't think too many folks really bag on that side because we see how much dominant he was towards the latter half.
Mm-hmm.
He was kind of stumbling through the gates. And then once it started clicking, and it was like, oh, we got him now. We just got to convince them. And we already got a plan for it. You feel me?
Mm-hmm.
Like, I think his camp was already planning for the other side, and he just had to keep convincing his own. You feel me?
Mm-hmm.
And from there, it was like, oh, now you brought out Clinton. Oh, wait, Bill with you? And everybody already loved Bill.
What was Obama's tagline?
Obama's tagline. I remember it. I just
wasn't "We Believe" or something like that.
Yeah. It was either "We Believe" or "Can You Believe?" One of the two, because it was also reinforced. This is how he even bagged down. This way it was a landslide.
Yes, we can.
Yes, we can. Because he did that. I remember. I remember it. Because I remember the commercial. He had Malcolm X and Martin Luther King Jr. And then you had Barack Obama smiling right there.
What's Donald Trump tagline?
Make America great again.
What's the VP tagline?
Oh, wow.
That's my point.
Oh, man.
That's my point.
Oh, wait a minute. I didn't even think about that.
That's my point. Right? That's my point. Former president.
I think even the Matt dude that he was going against on his second term had a tag.
Oh, you talking about with Sarah Palin and
yeah.
And he passed away. McCain.
Yeah.
That's
crazy.
Here's why I believe VP Harris is neck and neck with Trump, right? She has, and this is nothing bad, right? Right now, if you asked everybody, most people, right, that's going to vote for her, right, ask her tagline, they don't know it. She haven't made that connection. Former President Obama was charismatic.
Very.
Yeah.
Even with how he talk.
The walk, the swag, you know what I'm saying? And this is what people don't like, but I'm being, on this show, we keep it 100. Trump has his swag for his people.
He does.
Right? His swag is what that is, and his people love it. You see what I'm saying? The VP has not established that for herself quite
to that point.
Uh-huh.
Because we might be disconnected to the other side that she does have.
Uh-huh.
Because I think we're disconnected to a
is it
point.
leaves the past behind? I'm not. Y'all can look it up.
What she said? What is
a
it?
new way forward. Okay, it's a new way forward. We're not going back. Okay, someone says her tagline, we're not going back, a new way forward. Okay.
What else? Who's it?
I guess this is
that's
VP Harris's
VP
tagline.
Harris's. But even to that point,
Mhm.
because and that's why I was kind of going. We don't really have that connection with her. I think what she's been doing to this last part is really bolstering the women that she connects with.
And this is what I say for her, right? Hey, Robin. Robin's on here, y'all. Hey, Robin.
What's up, Robin?
Thank you, sir. I appreciate it. It has to do with reproductive rights. Okay, so I think she's connected to women because of the reproductive rights. And I'm just being honest, y'all know I'm very critical on both sides. But when you look at what we see in this race, why is it so close? Right? Why is it so close? Why is it when everything's being said in front of your face, you see it, right? And you were like, the obvious choice is whatever who you're voting for. This is the obvious choice, right? Neither one of these candidates can pull away. When I look at VP Harris, it's because she have not connected. Donald Trump has done a better job of marketing, right, himself by repeating and clamping down on his message. We know what his message is. What is the VP's message?
You know, another thing I just thought about.
Uh-huh.
The climate we in is really, really weird and unpredictable.
Mm-hmm.
Because even back to Trump's, or if you want to go with Barack Obama's, to a point you could predict where it was you was going to find favor and how much the turnout was going to be.
Yeah, you can't with this one.
You can't, because during both of those elections, voters wasn't quiet.
No.
Whether you was on either or side, you weren't quiet. It wasn't so much unknown given a turnout. And you saw it play out firsthand given how the end went out. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Trump's folks showed out.
Mm-hmm.
Barack Obama's folks turned out. And it was like, it was no debate given how much you heard it moving or you could see it move.
Right.
This go round, I think they're both only even because there is a larger sum of folks that's quiet or not really participating.
The turnout, right? That's why I say former President Obama had a ground game that was stupid ground game, right?
Oh, yeah.
His ground game is what made him, right? Because they had people knocking on doors way before the election came out. And to a lot of people credit that she got into the game late. But here's the thing. She got into the game late, but she was still the vice president for 4 years. Right? But hear what I'm saying. She got in under Joe Biden. I said this many times. The people never elected her to office. She was chosen by President Biden for VP and for what? To take his place where he is right now.
Yeah.
She was never chosen by the people. So her coming in as a black woman and being the first female, that brought this crowd, right?
It did.
What she's struggling with right now is the identity of, okay, Now we see you're here, but we didn't vote for you, right? And there are some men and women that's not rocking with her for real. You know what I'm saying? Because of that fact. Was that right or wrong? I don't know. And I'm just speaking facts here, y'all. I'm not telling y'all to go one way or the other. I'm not talking against her. I'm not talking against anybody. I'm just saying this race right here, for what we see, complete opposites, and there's not a clear runaway. It's not a clear runaway this close to election time, bro. And there are complete opposites. If one win, the country gonna go this way. If the other win, the country's going this way. It ain't gonna be no in between. It's gonna be this way or that way on election after election day, and they sort this thing out at the end of the day. And we don't have a clear-cut candidate, which lets us know right now, right, bro. When we sit down and think about it, real talk on the Joe Likert Show, America's divided. No, if we as a people, right? We are divided, bro.
Oh, of course, but we've been divided.
No, but we divided like
we've been divided for years.
We've been divided, but now you get to really a chance to see how divided we really are and how biased all of us are to a point. Everybody, everybody in this election right now. We're all a bias, right? To a degree, and we've seen our own biases, right?
I think that's the point. You're seeing it play out firsthand.
Yes.
We've been divided, but when it's us versus somebody else,
yes,
you'll never see it. It's like it never existed. But
exactly
now it's so vocal, it's so seen, it's so publicized, it's so obvious that you can't really
can't run from it.
You can't run from it.
You can't run from it. I mean, and you got people on either side willing to do almost anything for their side to win.
Yeah,
and
ready to crash out.
And that's the scary part. And this is why, I preach on this show, man, for all us to be safe, for all us to go vote for the candidate that we think is going to be the best for the future of this country, right? And go vote. If we have we can have a clean election day, right? And may the best man or woman win. You know what I'm saying? At the end of the day, because who I vote for is who I'm going to vote for. Who you vote for, who you're going to vote for, right? I'm not going to get on here and dog out one candidate and dog out the other. The only time y'all ever heard me go on a diatribe about this election the whole time was yesterday. And it really wasn't against him. It was what his people on the stage did I didn't like. But this election right now, I think is very important, nephew. And we said we was going to talk more about politics as we get closer. And I'm telling everybody, please, 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 in the swing, in these states, electoral states, your vote is what's going to determine the president of the United States. In all the other states, your vote is going to determine Congress, which is going to control whichever one of these presidents that gets in. So everybody vote is important in this race, right? Up and down the ballot ticket. You're sending somebody to the Washington, D.C. If your candidate don't win, you want somebody down who's going to have checks and balances, right? So make sure in your local municipalities that you're voting for people in Congress that you're sending to Washington that's going to be able to vote on your behalf of your country. So if you lose the presidency as who you want to be, right? Make sure you got stoppers in there that's going to put control mechanism on that person or he or she so they don't go too far on their own private agenda. You need somebody, and if somebody's going too far, that they can get the president up out of there. You see what I'm saying? Because Congress can do that. We got to have a strong Congress. To me, that's the most important thing here. Congress. Whoever you want to win, okay, fine. That's gonna happen. But the checks and balances where the forefathers set up our democracy is Congress checks the president. The president doesn't have absolute power. Even though Trump may say this is what should happen. Well, that's called you being a dictator. You see what I'm saying? So that's not what we are. We are a democracy. And I'm telling y'all,
we fight against that.
And I'm telling y'all, right, that no one wants a dictator. Even if you think this guy is going to be on your side, right? You don't want a dictatorship in this country. You want a democracy where everybody has freedom of choice. Because when a person has absolute power, they become absolute, right? And they forget about how they got there because guess what? They don't need you no more.
And you'll end up being just like who you tend to joke on and crack on.
Right.
He
No, you
talked
know,
about-
and people say Trump made the most division. No, Trump just showed people who they really were. Okay, Trump.
he empowered Joe.
He
What you already
he
thought.
gave it a platform.
Yeah.
Is what he did, right?
He said this is a safe space. Go
Right.
ahead and say the same
Right.
thing.
So again, Trump just gave it a platform for the people that was already there. You see what I'm saying? And whether you want to say that's good, bad, or ugly, indifferent, he tapped into a part of America that nobody had tapped into, that had a lost voice for decades, right?
Yeah.
And so now they have a voice, and now they're speaking it loud and proud, and they're going to show up on election day, right? Whoever you're voting for. I'm just going to tell everybody, it's very important that whatever you do on election day, that you get out in whatever municipality, wherever city or state that you're in, right? However long you got to stand in those lines, right? You have to go vote. Ladies, this is very important for y'all. I'm not a woman, but I'm with this part here. I don't think the government should control a woman's body. I'm a conservative, but I have never agreed with that portion of conservatism, right? Some other things I agree with, some things I don't agree with, but I never agree with the government telling a woman what she can and can't do with her body. And when you say you give it back to the states, right? There are states that's saying that you can't do this. So that's a weird cop out when I hear people say, well, he didn't take it away, he just gave it back to the states. Well, now you just said basically the states can say what you can and cannot do about your body, right? I think that's a problem in this country, right? That what has happened when they, and I never thought we'd see Roe versus Wade get overturned, but whoa, what? Right, they've been overturned. What are you talking about? That's why we're fighting this.
Oh, okay. I remember the case.
Yeah.
Well,
so this is why it's important for education over entertainment. Okay, I can get on this thing and rant and rave and get all the views. Like yesterday, I think we was up to over 1,000, 2,000 people on the show over some of the stuff that I was saying. Right, this stuff here is not going to get a lot of clicks because it's boring and you can't debate me because I'm not trying to debate you on who you like the best and who said what and who's factual, who's unfactual, who's lying, who's not lying. I don't give a damn about that because that's all entertainment. I'm gonna tell you like this here: all politicians lie, every last one of them.
Yeah,
every last politician get up there and they have their way of lying to you and saying what they want to say, repeating their rhetoric, but they got their agenda that they're gonna have when they get in their first 2 years, right? And they got 2 years to get it done before they got to vote for Congress again. So at the end of the day, right, all politicians lie. Trump ain't doing nothing new. VP Harris ain't doing nothing new. This is not new in this game, America, right? All politicians lie. They say what they need. They say what they need to say. They come out with these new programs, these new plans that they want to get. They think that's going to get their crowd engaged so they can vote for them, right? Then once they get in, they do some of it. They do some of it. Now I do believe VP Harris is going to make good on the thing for the women because they will hammer her if she don't.
Oh, no.
So she's going to make good on that. Trump, I truly believe that if he wins, he's coming after everybody that wronged him before. He's coming in trying to change things. So whatever he got against him, his charges, he wanted his charges dropped. I really don't know what his plan for America at this time. And I'm just being honest, I'm not being rude. I really don't know what his concept of what he wants to make America great again this time. Because he says, if I told you, it wouldn't work. But trust me, I got something really, really big going and I know everybody. And once I get in, I can do that.
That sounds like two things. Either I can't tell you or I ain't got nothing.
Well, it sounds like this is what it sounds like to me. And I'm just being honest, for revisionist history for everybody. He said he was going to come up with his own health care. Right. And he didn't. He said he was going to build the wall. Right. And he did. He said before he got out of office, he would have the wall built. Right. It was not built. Right. And for whatever reasons, right, he didn't do his healthcare plan. He didn't get the wall built. Right. But he got the stimulus checks out. Right. That's what people say. If you do your homework on that, like they said, it was Congress, but he put his name on it. Right. So again, can you get things done as quick as he say it is? No. Can you get things quick as she said get done? No, you cannot. Right? It has to go through a system. It has to go through a progress. That's why when Trump was saying all this stuff when he was first in, he had on the 4 years. I think if he would have had 8 years like former President Obama did, I think he would have got some of the stuff done. But in the first 4 years, he didn't know how to be a president. In the first 2, he had never done a job before. So he went through staff, chief of staff. He went through a lot of people that he was hiring and firing because he didn't know what the hell he was doing. And that's just the honest God truth because he had never been in politics before. You know what I'm saying? A man first got in the presidency that was a businessman that didn't know how to do politics. And so he got kind of slapped around in the beginning. And it took him a year or two to kind of get his footing on what he had to do and how to do things and how he was going to do it his way. And then it was time for him to get out of office because after the first 2 years, what you got to do? You got to start running for office again.
Pretty much.
You know what I'm saying? So the first 2 years, you do your job. The third year, you're getting geared. If you're going to do another 4 years, you got to gear yourself up. And now you got to gear to start running for office again. So now you're trying to get more game plans in place. So, you know what I'm saying? You only really got 2 years to be the president. Real talk. When you sit down and think about it in political terms, there's only 2 years you're really doing the work. The next 2 years, if you're running, you're trying to get you're trying to get back in so you can stay in so you can finish everything that you started, right? Because that's the system that they're in. So when both of them saying they're going to do all this stuff and overturn this and overturn that and do this and do that, on both of them, right? They're going to write some executive orders, but who's going to cut the check?
Congress.
Yes. Like I said, the president can say do this and do that, but guess who got to cut the check? Who holds the purse strings in America? Congress. Not President Trump and not VP Harris. They don't write one check. The Congress controls the checks, the money. Y'all know when y'all hear that at the end of the year, and they said that the deficit we went into a deficit and may not pass. That Congress got to vote on that. They ain't never said president got to come in and vote on this on seeing that they're gonna get a budget passed. Right? What did they always say? Congress got to vote on the budget being passed for the money that's going to be spent in the United States so we can pay our bills. They never said the president needs to vote. Congress got to vote. The president can go vote, but guess what? That purse string ain't going nowhere. Ain't one check going to be cut. You see what I'm saying? So if you got half and half in Congress, guess what? You keep your president in check. That's how you do the checks and balances for whatever size may win on election day. Vote and make sure you do your homework in Congress.
All righty. Now, with that being said, to continue in news that is not politics.
Good.
Now they got 50 Cent asking some more questions. One about Mr. Omari Hardwick. If you don't know who that is, that
Ghost
is what? Shut up, Joe.
Man, every girl
I thought I was gonna have to explain that.
No, every girl that I know love Ghost in Power.
Oh yeah. I'm not gonna lie, for a main character, but it was suave.
He handled his business.
Yeah,
but I'm with 50 on this one though.
All righty, then let me go ahead and let 50 speak for himself. Then.
Go ahead, 50.
When you hear Omari doing interviews, Omari Hardwick, do you feel like he's ungrateful for some of the moves and things that he did?
I think he leaves people feeling like he said it to me. You know what I'm saying? Like, what the fuck? Look, also point out the fact that when you don't have money, that I'll give you the money. Like give him $50,000-$60,000 and say, yo, nah, just get back to me when you're ready. Like until you're comfortable and settled in. Mm-hmm. I don't believe in we can win consecutive championships if the players are hungry. Mm-hmm. The team is hurting like that, if that's the case. So and then you go on. They don't change financial thresholds of how people are being paid on these projects until you get to season 3. Mm-hmm. We get to season 3, it changed so he can handle it after that. Then he didn't need the loans anymore.
When you hear,
but when he says this stuff on, I think he overvalues himself. To be honest with you, because since then it's been a long time since he hasn't been in power. Mm-hmm. Why are we not excited about the new project?
What new project?
It's new projects.
You got new. I didn't know.
Yeah, that's what I'm talking about.
Yeah.
That is exactly what I'm talking about. If there was noise going on, if he was that big of a draw, then we would see noise. We see new things happening. Mm-hmm. We see you out where you actively in a place where people are looking for you.
Mm-hmm. So y'all not cool. It sounds like.
No, because you leave it like it's me not giving you the money. But
now, I was gonna play his initial response on the pivot. This is Ghost speaking on the pivot about 50 Cent.
When we go to renegotiate contracts as athletes, what do you, Fred and Channing, do? You go, coach, this many sacks, this many tackles, this much, this many. I got my yak yardage is this. Fred, we're not talking yak yardage. No, we are. Right. We are talking yak yardage because there's that too. Right. I sustain after getting hit 5 times. I usually give you 3 more yards after being hit 5 times. 1, 5. Mm-hmm. I'm a football cat, Ryan. Metrics speak. You know why I like sports? Because sports is about X's and O's. There is no objective. No, you either make the play or you ride the bench. Straight up. No subjectivity to it. No, that's it. So it's that person who's an activist and a poet who is full of grace and mercy to absolutely be like, Stars, I'm still super humbled. 50 and Courtney, I'll thank you forever. But all of them know he didn't really make no money.
Now, on that note, in reacting to it,
that's what we should have reacted to.
Yo, first off, I need to go ahead and go at the pivot real quick. Just a quick critique. Y'all some yes man, bro, to who y'all like.
Okay.
Because I went back over with that with our homeboy Trent. Y'all was throwing too many digs. Okay, I don't like that. No, don't be shooting there. But shout out Trent. He took it to the chin like a G. But y'all was making a little bit too much fun of my own dude for me to really be like, watch y'all shit. Like that's a quick critique. Cause that's fam.
Cause Trent fam. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, Trent fam. I don't appreciate y'all throwing them digs at Trent like he just some small dude. I promise you he bigger in person.
They know.
That's why you went on ahead and made that apology real quick. But big dog, all them subtle jabs that y'all kept bringing to him, and if he would have reacted, he would have looked crazier as the bus that can't contain himself. Like y'all was really going dirty and a little bit low. But that's one thing. That's for the fam. I need to just go ahead and make that apparent now. For the fam, I didn't like that.
Right.
2, why didn't y'all check him? Fact check. I mean, not check him as a dude, but
yeah,
fact check what he's saying. Because to your point, which is why I do agree with 50 right now. To your point, 50 made a good point. What else are you doing right now outside? We only know
before
you,
that.
Or before we only know you to be Ghost. Half of us didn't know your real name.
if the show sucked, no matter how good you were, bro. Okay, you wasn't the show wasn't named Ghost. The show was named.
They took the dude that nobody liked and gave him your title for the season. For the chapter.
Now he played the role to a T. It was the role of his lifetime for him. He did his job.
Yeah,
he handled his business. He was Ghost. We can't see nobody else as Ghost in that role.
But to that point, which is why I'm surprised they didn't check him on that point when he was talking about, you know what I mean, football's X's and O's and yada yada yada, and how you respond to the dude that's giving you your check. The dude that's giving you your check is also gonna look back to how long you've been with them. They also gonna look back to see if you are replaceable.
No. Okay, I'm gonna take it a step further. Okay, so when we're talking about this, bro, and this is I teach when I'm in schools, college, when I'm speaking, right? When it comes to contract negotiations. When you sit down and negotiate your contract, right?
Yeah.
Who negotiating that contract?
Not you. Not you.
But even if you are the one sitting there negotiating your contract, right? Who got to sign off on it?
Your boss.
No.
Your boss.
If you got an agent that's negotiating with 50, right? And you're not in there.
Oh, yeah.
Before your agent sign off on that contract, who got to agree to it?
You do. You have to agree to your contract too.
Right. And if you feel that they're not paying you the right amount of money, what you can do?
Leave.
I'm just being honest now. I tell people, when you sit at that table, that's when the axe is there. Then they're gonna tell you to give your metrics, and you can give your metrics, and they can say, okay, but we're not going to give you this.
Yeah,
right.
Both folks can walk
right.
away.
And this is our walk away right here at the table, right? You can take it or leave it. If you are that person and you like, I'm being underpaid, you can walk off and go take your chance on another drama, right? Another series.
True.
But you're still talking about 50 Cent and Power and what you did for that show.
And you've been talking about it for the past 4 years.
Right. Now, 50 said he loaned you money because you didn't have no money in the beginning. You paid him all his money back. For you to pay him his money back for that season 3 that he said, you negotiated that deal.
And it played out.
Right. But you negotiated that deal. Regardless of what's, because see, this is what I hate about mother suckers, right? This is the problem I got with him. No. Did y'all know 50 story? He put his money up, right? For Power.
You talking about, yeah.
Yeah, he put his money up. He made very little as an executive producer, the music and everything, right? He said, I could have made more in doing club appearances than I was making but I believed in it. So wind up you making less money. When time the money come in now and you make the big deal, you get the big check. Not the actors. The actors don't get the big check. You get your big check on your next big deal with somebody else because you're that person now. You're a ghost. Right?
Yeah.
So when you become Tom Cruise, right? Or Tom Hanks or Meryl Streep, you got a 30, Leonardo, you got a price tag that here everybody know that when you put him or her on that show, right? Or on that movie screen, they're going to get their money back. If you're that guy, you're not talking on the Pivot podcast about that because you're getting your money. Chris Tucker got his money.
True.
Huh? Jackie Chan got his money.
True.
You know what I'm saying? So if you're that person, Tyler Perry will pick you up and pay you millions of dollars. Steven Spielberg will pick you up and pay you. Spike Lee, somebody will pick your behind up, right? What's the other guy? The other black guy? With the glasses.
The wear the glasses.
Not John Cena because he's passed away, but the other guy. Y'all know
that do the scary movies and did Us and stuff.
No, it's the scary movies, the Wayans brothers. But it's another.
No, the Wayans brothers ain't no scary movie. I gotta mention them though. Scary movie, the comedy. I was talking about the real scary movies.
Oh no, okay, yeah.
The Keen and Peele dude.
Yeah. But what I'm saying is, if you're that dude, bro, you're not worrying about what you didn't make on Power.
Yeah, you already moved on, and you're
Spike
showing
Lee.
your Spike Lee.
Yeah. You're not worried about you're not worried about what this show did. You use that show and what you were in that show to show that you can pull a crowd. Now, I like him, but now you got to go out there and prove to yourself that you can be that guy and go get that paycheck. Don't get it from 50. Usually, where you become a star, you're not going to make that money. A lot of people on Friday didn't make a lot of money, $5,000, $10,000, but they went on.
Became house drawn, open the door. You need to bring them in draws.
Right.
After
they became, you know what I'm saying? That platform set them up to be everything else.
Because Tucker, he like you said, he became the draw. Ice Cube became
John
the draw.
Witherspoon, all that stuff, bro.
John Witherspoon, and he already been in it. Shoot, not just Mike Epps.
Yeah,
he became one.
Yeah,
Bernie, that's itself.
Bro, all those guys, you need a platform that's going to jump you off, right? And from that platform, you may not make that money. That platform may go off to be one of the biggest things in the world. And that ain't got nothing to do with you.
Cat phase on,
right? Bro, but that platform has anything to do with you, right? You take that and use a part of that, and now you go make your own. And that's what I would say to my man: go make your own money. If you are that dude, right? If you are really that dude, go build your career and become the next Denzel Washington in Hollywood. He can do it. He got the chops. Stop being on, because see, you being on podcasts talking about this, bro. You know what you look like to other directors and other people that want to hire you?
Crybaby.
Yeah.
All day. And I would say take a hint from what these two dudes, because he was low-key in, they was low-key in his position. Michael B. and take a hint from old buddy that did the Creed with him.
Yeah.
I know
you're talking about.
Yeah, you know what I'm talking about with Megan.
Yeah.
And he's staying low right now. Chops to him. I ain't heard his news in the last 2 months. But Michael B, a leading example. Buddy was given the small cameo black rose.
But do you not understand? If you got 50, he's a powerhouse, right?
And he was from
Bruh,
as a kid.
bruh,
He did
bruh,
like
bruh,
a
think
box
about it.
office smash.
He could have got a spinoff, okay, of Ghost on something else. 50,
Or he could have just redefined what you see him
but
as.
hold on, but 50 is the man with stars now. He's a hit maker in movies and in the series right now. All you got to do is be quiet, bro. You're gonna get paid when you rock with 50.
But my thing is not so much about even if you was to just stay with 50. 50 right now can still hang over his head, buddy. Nobody know you outside of Ghost.
That's very true.
So it's like, I get what you did while you were with Ghost or when you was with Power. But Power, everybody know is 50. And 2, nobody paid attention to you before or after 50. So it's like you have to then show 50 at this point. You can't ask for more money because he has nothing to lose if he said yes or no.
Yeah.
He's already in a deficit. You feel me?
Yeah.
If you wanted to show real value to this man, for real, you would show him after you leave him. But we still, like I said, half of everybody don't know your real name outside of Ghost.
Yeah.
So that's the only thing 50 really can have over your head, period.
I just think sometimes, man, when people think they have been shafted, that's why I always tell you as we build this company, right? You got to be very careful about somebody coming in and on 1 hour shows become a viral sensation. Because what they gonna think that happened? Locking in media wasn't pumping, you know what I'm saying, until I came on. But then if you go to their page, they ain't got nothing going on, right? Locking in media been in the trenches for the last 10 years. We built the platform. We had an audience that you was able to tap into, and you brought an audience to us. But can you go do it by yourself? Can you go do it by yourself? That's what I always tell folks. Can you go do it by yourself?
Yeah, you're a leading example of that.
You know what I'm saying? So you have to go out there and be able to show and prove and show up. It's easy to talk about what you did on somebody else's platform, but I always tell people what you do on your own. What movie did you write? Go write your series. Go put your money up. Go make it happen. If you really believe in yourself that much, Ice Cube wrote his own movies, right?
Yep.
50 Cent. He's an artist, right? Went into movies and drama series and stuff like that. Made his own deal.
Yeah.
Smart. Man, he's one of the people I would love to sit down and just talk to.
Business-wise.
Just sit down and have
him, Q, shoot.
Him, Q, Tyler Perry, Steve Harvey, Master P,
Snoop,
Oprah Winfrey.
I need to sit down with Snoop.
I wouldn't mind sitting down with Snoop
because
too.
they all of them, what they got in common outside of Oprah.
If
Because
you
Oprah
had-
is just a mogul.
if you had one
so
person you could sit down and talk to out of all of them, who would it be for you?
it'd probably be Snoop. Because what Snoop got over them, to a point, they had to rebrand or to fit. Snoop right now does everything. He stays currently in everything without having to be current, and he can go off of his own brand. Like
But-
you endorsing the Snoop brand, but it's still friendly. You know what I mean? Family friendly. If you want to be hardcore, if you want to be street, if you want to be anything, you know you're getting it because Snoop is just that global brand.
Our girl Kyoko is on here. She's gonna be on the Keith and Joe show tomorrow.
Oh yeah, that's the question for her.
Yeah, she's gonna be on the show tomorrow. So y'all make sure y'all stay locked in. Hopefully, I'm gonna try to get on the Joe Lockett show tomorrow, but definitely she's gonna be on the. Yeah, y'all know the video I was in. She dropped some new music. She get to drop the video and drop some music coming up soon. So y'all make sure y'all lock into the show. Hey, Carmen.
Oh yeah.
But
yeah, I love that. I love that.
I would say my sit down between two people. Right. It's really 3.
Cube would probably be my B. Cuba 50 would probably be my B. I wouldn't care either way with them too.
I would say it would be Steve Harvey,
of course.
50, Master P.
Master P. I thought you my third one is Stephen A. I thought you was gonna say Stephen.
Stephen A. haven't really diversified himself to me.
He hasn't.
He's a great talent. He's a great team builder. But when I'm looking at now and my future for what I want to do is be able to diversify and make sure my team and everybody good.
Mhm.
Build my company, but put myself in other lanes to make other people great because of what I've done and leave different branches of streams of income in different lanes for other people.
Now,
That's
that
what I
being
wanna do.
said, mention these two because they on the rise. Shannon and Cam. I'll talk to them too.
Shannon. No, I like Shannon. I love. But what Shannon did, Shannon built a company because of his strong work ethic, and he had an interview that took him to the whole next level because he had already put the work in.
So you think he's more of a product of that?
I think he's a product of hard work, right? And he knows how now to turn it into the Shay Shay Media, and he's doing this thing, and I'm proud of him. You know what I'm saying?
But it's not the business part.
He's learning the business of what he's turning his company into be, and everything else he's gonna get his hand on from his, from how he's branding. He's learning all that stuff, right? But his hard work, even when he was a football player, his grit and iron and studying and being a student of the game and getting around the right people and building the right team, is what got him there. Now, I would say he could tell me how to do what he's doing, but he can't reduplicate the Cat Williams interview.
No.
You know what I'm saying? He won't be able to he won't be able to redo that.
Because if anything, he's been trying to this whole.
I don't think he's been trying to, because he already said he can't. So he just got to do the next best thing and keep doing him. Right. So he already said he can't reinvent that. But as you see, he's doing his thing, but he's building his company. So I think his legacy is still being written for where he is right now. So Shannon wouldn't be the guy I like to hang around him because his work ethic is stupid. And how he moves mobily with the streaming and recording, I'd love to see that and be behind the scenes with him on that. But if it came to the business acumen of building the legacy, I'd rather talk to the guys that got multiple streams of income already coming in.
Come on.
You know what I'm saying? Because Shannon got different shows coming in. I would love to talk to Shannon. Now, now one thing I could talk to him about, but I think the other guys could do it too, is the multiple streaming platforms on the different shows that he's building. Because I don't think these two shows that he had got, Nightcap and Shay Shay, is going to be his last adventures. I don't think so.
Well,
yeah.
Now with that being said, go on to other news. We got more updates. Like I said, I knew I was going to get more updates with this one because in the hip hop world, this is taken over by freaking storm.
What's that?
Now more information has came out about the Lil Durk situation. If you guys do not remember, Lil Durk was arrested for murder for hire,
right?
Not too long ago, and more information has been coming out daily, given the circumstances and just how far back it spanned. And just where all the webs were going to when they was trying to get him in for what it seems, and it's all alleged, but for what it seems, they've been trying to track this dude down and build up a case for him for damn near 3 years. So with that being said, a post was made from one of Lil Durk's kids' account, said, and I quote, "I want to take a moment to stand up for my dad, Durk Banks. He has always dedicated his life to uplifting others and giving back to our community through his nonprofit organizations, Neighborhood Heroes. Beyond that, he is a great father who has always supported and loved our family unconditionally, yada, yada, yada." I'm gonna be honest with y'all. I do not like this post. I don't like this post at all.
How old is his kid?
His kid, I have to say, what? 7?
He ain't write
8?
that.
He didn't, and it's obvious.
He ain't write that.
I did.
That's his lawyer.
Excuse me when I go on my tangent, because it's definitely happening right now. I can feel it creeping up like a habit. This is disgusting. This crap pissed me off. This literally pissed me off, even reading it out loud when I was watching it. Why y'all playing with this dude's son like that? He's gonna have to watch this. Y'all on this dude account because you can't access his, and then you gonna blankly lie Yes, he got the little neighborhood heroes thing, but if you know anything about Dirk for real, you know this dude was on some different timing. I'll leave it there, allegedly. This dude wasn't no saint. If everything going off true from what he been doing, he been in the streets going dirty for at least 5 years. Come on, man. I don't like the fact y'all including this dude's son like this. Cause you can't clean up his image. You gotta go through his son to try to do it. That's a dirty play, bro. That's a dirty play. Now, was he cleaning up his image towards the latter half? Yeah. But at that point, the writing was on the wall. They already had your case. Writing on the wall. You just need to go ahead and prove that you ain't so much of a flight risk as you really are. If you keep up with his story, I promise you, I'm not going to even waste the time to try to enlighten you. Take the time if you want to. I promise you, it ain't going to be one that you can stomach because it's nothing but stupidness. It's strictly stupid. If you want to indulge on something stupid, I promise you, dig into the case. But this is nasty. This is nasty. Don't PR run through the sun. Then next thing you know, you're probably going to do his mama. Then next thing you know, you're going to probably do his wife, which if you know anything about Dirk and his wife, they definitely already had an altercation where they had to both pull out guns to shoot folks coming in out their house. This is nasty, bro. I'm sorry. I don't like it. And now you're forcing his son to be involved in this. Let's just say, what if Dirk was trying to separate his gang life or whatever it is negative that he normally does from his son to give his son a better representation? What if he didn't want his son a part of the lawsuits and crap that he's going to have to go through eventually anyway? Because his son is going to have to ask, hey, mama, why daddy ain't been here for some weeks? Why we got to go up to the courthouse and why daddy got them clothes on? Like, bruh, that's nasty. And y'all know how the internet culture is. They don't care that he's 7. They don't care that he's 8. And it's not going to leave because you made it a freaking tweet. Lord knows everybody bring up tweets. I just did for one of the dudes that wanted to say some BS to Beyonce. Why did y'all do that? That's nasty. I get doing the PR runs because you got to clean the image to a point, at least to gain some type of favor. I don't like the fact y'all included his son to do that. So now they got press conferences talking about it with his picture up. What if he didn't want his son involved picture-wise to be seen? I don't even remember his son's face outside of when he bring him out.
But this is what I'm gonna say to you, bro. Who hired the lawyers?
Dirk, more than likely.
So who got to okay all this?
It's nasty, bro.
No.
It's still nasty.
I heard what you said.
Because
but I heard
if we going by that, I'm not thinking my lawyer has own agendas outside of my best interest.
Your lawyer is not going to talk or put your kids on Front Street unless they have permission from the parents.
I don't know about that, Joe. I don't know about that because I've been seeing a whole bunch of cases from other lawyers where they've been playing out in the public eye very irresponsibly. If we want to go back, if we want to go back to the YXL cases, with how they was handling that, why they got to bring in and out different lawyers to just go after this man, or if we bringing up cases where they over publicizing information that shouldn't even be allotted to the people yet. Like, I get where you come from. I paid the man, but I ain't paid the man to put my child in this.
Okay, how did he get to the son's account?
Good point. I have no idea if it wasn't that. I'm gonna be honest with you. You just shut all my stuff down. You just shut all my stuff down because that's a good question. I didn't even think about that until now,
Bruh.
That's gonna really piss me off, bro. Piss me off, bro.
I let you cook, bro, but I had to stop you for a second, bro.
Joe, that's gonna piss me off even worse right now. Cause that's a good point. How did they get in his son's account? How did they get in this?
Because one of the parents gave it to him, bro.
I pray to God it wasn't him.
You do anything when you're on death row, bro. If he did what they say he did, you think he ain't gonna throw his son out there, bro? I'm just saying, real talk.
I
understand. I understand.
I like to think better because him and his son was that image for a minute that I really, really liked.
I understand.
Outside of the gang shit, that was real stupid.
I understand. But answer my question.
He probably did. He probably did, and that's he probably did do that. I'm so freaking frustrated right now. He probably did do that.
He had to, bro. That was my point to you. That's what I was trying to tell you.
This nasty, bro.
Sorry, bro. I was letting you cook, but I was like, bro, you're going too far now. You're going to let me go ahead and wheel you in just a tad bit there, bro.
I ain't go too far, but God, dog.
But putting the blame on the lawyer was
he got paid to do it.
Yes. And the lawyer did what he was told. Because the lawyer probably told him this is not a good idea.
What you gonna tell somebody like that? You can't talk to him.
Or the lawyer, she said, you got to clean your image up. So, you know what I'm saying? So, you got
I think this him that's on the screen.
Yeah.
This is stupid.
Right now, it's either you do this or you guaranteed going to jail for life. We trying to help you.
If we going based off of what everybody else say, you've been taking lives for the past 5 years.
Yeah. I mean, whatever the case may be, that's gonna play itself out. But what they did was authorized by parents, bro. The Lord just didn't go ahead and put him out there like
That's nasty, bro. I'm done. You turn this shit. I don't even, man. I am hot, man. Let me find another topic. God, dog. That's about to irk me some senseless, bro.
I'm sorry, bro.
Oh my God.
Yeah, I'm sorry, bro. We probably should have talked about that one before the show. But I wouldn't.
Man, you don't keep up with Dirk. It wasn't nothing to talk about.
Yeah, I wasn't even here though.
There ain't nothing to talk about because I had to talk about all that. And yeah, dog, that crap's stupid.
Yeah.
Next up. Shout out the Wayans brothers or something. Yeah, no. They bring it back Scary Movie. Yay.
So they finally get that deal right now.
Yeah, man. The Wayans brothers finally worked out their deal. They finna bring back the Scary Movie franchise. I can't wait. Yay.
That's good. I'm glad they got their money right.
I'm glad too. What I asked about this? You think it's gonna be good?
It's Wayans brothers.
Because the last few Scary Movies, I remember,
but they wasn't involved with them. They wasn't involved.
Yeah, they was only involved with the first two.
One. The first one.
First
and
and
second one. So is it gonna be funny? Yes.
You think so?
Yeah, because they have a concept that nobody else has. So I think is it gonna be good? I don't know, but it'll be funny, yeah. Yeah, because they have a way of bringing certain things only they can do it. You know what I'm saying? It's just like what we do. We have a certain way of doing things only we can do it. Whether it's corny, cool, messed up, fucked up, whatever it is, right? That's what we do here on home, like we're locking in media. So yeah, I think it'll be okay.
All righty. Now, speaking of effed up, I think this is interesting. Another update.
Okay.
Kanye West and Adidas officially have ended their partnership. And apparently nobody owes each other nothing. According to
Are you Joe brother?
What? Somebody
Are-
asked if I was
are-
your brother.
Our Joe brother, you look so much as this superstar Joe. Maybe you're around him a lot.
Oh, maybe they talking about you.
I guess that's
'Cause
I think-
Joe is not my color. Neither one of them.
I think they're asking, are you?
No.
I think that's what she's asking. Are you saying are we brothers? No. But go ahead.
I'm so confused. I had to go back and watch it. Anyway, according to LA Times, Adidas CEO Borjan Gulden.
No, we're not. No, we're not brothers.
Excuse me if I mispronounced your name, but it's up here on the screen. The CEO of Adidas shared that both sides have withdrawn all claims, adding no one owes anyone anything anymore. So whatever was is history. The issues began back in 2022 of October, and it seems in 2024 of October, everybody has mutually left parts.
We're good.
I think this is good because this was part of his little tirade that he was going on, and where he was looking really questionable. I didn't know how this was gonna go for either or, because as a dude that bought some Yeezys, Adidas been trying to jump out some knockoff Adidas for some years.
Well,
So both parties,
I'm gonna say
I
this.
get it. They had a case.
I'm gonna say this for Yeezy, right? I wouldn't want to work with him. I wouldn't want to work with him. He's too unpredictable. You know, he needs to do his own thing in his own way, the way he feel it. But I would not want to work with him.
Word?
No.
I think he'd be hard to work with too, given how eccentric he is.
Yeah.
I think he's a cup of tea for anybody, but I think his
He's
tea
not
is
my
gonna be especially strong, given how
I would
eccentric
I would
and
shout
sporadic
out-
he is.
I wouldn't mind shadowing and watch how he works, but to work with him, no, it wouldn't work.
Yeah.
It wouldn't work. No. You know, because you effed up that multi-billion-dollar deal, bro.
Yeah, about saying stupid stuff. Y'all could have made even more billions.
You know what I mean? Because you
I mean, I think that's what single-handedly got him in. Well, no,
It
not
didn't-
single-handedly, but got him into the Billies.
Yeah, you know, and I know money's not everything, but you got to know when you get in cahoots, right, with a company, you're not going to be in charge of the company. Just not. If you're working with Adidas, right? Because these companies are working with black folks because they have an audience. They want to tap into your audience. They want to give you their company. Okay.
Yeah.
They're not giving you their company. You can build your brand. They're going to pay you a lot of money to be an ambassador and do whatever you got to do for that company, but they're not giving you a company, even though you bring them more revenues than they probably ever seen before or in a long time. They're not giving you their company. That's why they pay you. Right. So at the end of the day, it's still their company. And, we say that you're stifling our creativity and all this other stuff. Get off Adidas platform, finish your contract, start your own company. Right. I'm going to say that to the cows come home. People got to stop saying nobody fuck with me, y'all, until I came aboard. Cool. You got paid for what you did. If you didn't have any incentives or any upgrades into your contract, if you did such and such, they pay you so much money. Shame on you. Okay. Take your money, finish your contract out, and go do your own thing.
Yeah.
This is what I don't see a lot of, right? Because these old brands, they ain't trying to give it to no black folks, bro. They're just not. These folks that made these companies and got, they've been down through generations, you think they're going to give you a percentage or ownership in a company? Really? If you build, when you build Lockett in Media, right? And somebody come in and they want to buy into it, and you didn't put in 20 years, and they want equity into this company, they want to buy, you giving up equity?
No.
Even though they done brought you more revenues you probably seen in the last 2 to 3 years prior to? No. You've been paid a contract, sir. Go build your own company. That's what we have to understand. You can't come in on somebody else's stuff, using their product, their distribution and everything, and because you have a big brand and you bring a lot of money to that company, think they're going to let you come into their company and get some of their money. No. You hire help.
I agree with that. Now that is all for the entertainment news for today. I have no other topics to talk about.
That was long.
Yeah. I mean, what our stuff been long lately.
Yeah, but it's political season, so it's going to get even longer. And I know a lot of people are going to probably get turned up, but I did say during the political season, we will talk a little bit more on educating people.
Yeah.
I'm not going to use this platform to denigrate either side. I'm going to tell from what I see from both sides, right? From a factual base as much as I can. I'm not going to lean one way or the other on this show when it comes to the audience, because we have Trump supporters that follow our show. We have Harris supporters that follow our show. And we love y'all all. And I know we may have a difference on election day, but after that, you know, you're still my friend. We're still American citizens. And I still buy you a drink and have a drink with you before the election and after the election.
Y'all lied.
Tomorrow, y'all make sure y'all tune into the Keith and Joe show. Kyoko is going to be on there with her. I think her producer's coming tomorrow, she said.
Word?
I think so. But I know she's going to be on the show with us tomorrow. So yes, guys, make sure you tune into that. She's getting ready to launch that video finally. You know, I don't know what held it up. I'm so happy she's about to release the video that we did in her song now. So I'm happy about that. Also, got a topic I want to put out here on the table about definitely with a tough conversation. I want to ask you this, nephew. It's something that kind of crossed my mind, right?
Okay.
And how do I want to say this? When it comes to dating, you know, whether you're in your 40s, 50s, or your 20s or 30s, or when it comes to dating, how soon is it? When is it too soon to date someone after a breakup or after a divorce?
When is it too soon to date somebody?
What is the time frame you should give a person after a breakup or after a divorce before you decide to date them? If a fine ass girl you seen had just got broken up out of a relationship, but she just broke up with him last week, would you try to holler at her?
Hell no. Hell no. No. I smash. I smash. But
you would?
Taking it serious like no. Mm-mm. Not after you just broke up. Shoot, I'm probably
Hey Kimberly. Hey lady boss.
And this why I say I would smash, but I wouldn't entertain her seriously as a girlfriend. Because first off, I'm not thinking me smashing is really my opportunity, if that makes sense.
It doesn't.
What I mean by not really my opportunity. And I'll just speak for me on that point.
Okay.
If I like you enough to where this could even be a question for me, for real, I already wanted to smash you beforehand. Like I was like, you're smashable already. So at this point, you'll just be a jump off if the door was opened. I'm not going to entertain you seriously after a week anyway, because you still have a very much real and attached connection to the dude you claim you broke up. That don't just cut off just because it's a week separated.
So
you still have a connection.
So how long,
it's there.
So how long for you would you date a female after she didn't divorce or broke up with somebody?
Year and a half, maybe a year. I'll try to think about it. I got to see how you move.
Yeah.
During that year and a half or that year. Year and a half, there's gonna be some back and forth to where you're still in contact to a point. And however long it is, you're gonna be still thinking about them. I need to get you to where you can at least stop or slow down or think about me more than him.
Mm-hmm.
And that breeds consistency. That don't just breed you in the moment and you felt like this shit right.
Mm-hmm.
I can weed out that. If anything, you might, if I'm talking just keeping it me, you might be hitting me at a point in my life where I don't care at all about you feeling like this is the moment, right? You know what I mean? I don't. I'm not going to give nothing past 6 months to a year anything serious, and even a year for me, I'm not going to treat as serious. I'll just entertain more.
You know, and I hear a lot of women say what Kimberly just said. You're emotionally checked out months before the actual divorce. Of course you are.
What that
but
mean?
But it don't. To me, for as a man, for me, I'm with you. It doesn't mean a lot. Even though you're emotionally checked out, once the divorce or the breakup is final, right? Just because you're emotionally checked out, that don't mean you're ready to move on to another relationship.
Some of y'all women that say that forget you got dudes on the other end breaking up with you too. Like, as somebody that, and at least this is something I can speak to. As somebody that went through a breakup, you don't cut off.
Not that easy.
Not that easy, especially if you're past 2 years.
He still texting you. You still texting him. You still on his page. He's still on your page.
You're going to send one of them vulnerable texts. Oh, baby, I just was remembering about the moments.
One of y'all is still reaching out at some point.
Period. That's just how it go.
Yeah.
And as somebody that know that, the reaching outs, I'm not going to be upset about.
Right.
I did it. Do it. You feel me?
Uh-huh.
It's how you reach out.
Exactly, Pebbles.
And where your real attention is placed to. Some of this is weak in the moment. Some of this is because you know you got easy access, comfortability. It's things that go into you reaching out. It ain't always because you in love.
But what if you mess around and get love struck? Like I did that. You like I did that? You like
Shut up.
You like I did that? Where'd you get love struck?
Ain't no such thing this early. Hell no. Ain't no such thing this early.
Hey, Kate.
At least not for me. I'm not going to get love struck with you in those 6 months or too much of a year if we haven't spent real time to make that apparent. And as I work right now,
okay, so
that's already gonna be too hard.
Okay, so okay, so it's not love struck, it's infatuation. But love struck is infatuation in the beginning.
They don't know yet.
Wait a minute, Pebbles.
They don't know no better.
Okay,
They don't know no better.
okay. We got an expert on here that actually knows about love struck because she wrote a song about love struck. It's
you finna invite her?
No, I'm not going to invite her. They're going to listen to the show tomorrow.
Why don't you show tomorrow?
You know, but I'm saying love struck is infatuation, though.
It is.
Right? So if you become love struck with somebody, I just going to open that door up.
I advise against it.
That ain't what I said.
Oh, I'm not going to do it. But anybody else, I advised against it. Because everybody's not going to be as stubborn as me.
You know, what I have learned at this age now, I'm very cautious. Hey, Kate, how you doing, baby? Kate, I need to talk to you after the show. Are you going to be available? Because I need to call you about something.
Kate.
But Joe, it depends on what circumstances. Then you should be careful, and if child is involved.
If you got a baby with somebody that just broke,
I think they're talking about if the person has a child. Yeah. But I just think
tell me no off the bat.
Yeah, I'm not gonna get love
what?
at this age. But
there ain't no
I think what I've learned about me now is different, bro. I don't care about smashing anymore. That's crazy for me to say as a man. I don't give a damn about trying to get her in bed anymore.
Okay.
It's more about the vibe that we have together. Do I think about you when we're not together? When I wake up in the morning, at some point, do you cross my mind? Right? Throughout the day, do you cross my mind enough where I want to call you or text you? Right? That for me makes me know that I kind of got an infatuation. I'm kind of love struck by you. But if we went through a divorce, if you're going through, just went through a divorce, you just broke up, I'm with you. I couldn't pursue you within the first year. I wouldn't really want to pursue you for real. And here's the caveat for me. Unless I already knew you for years.
Word.
Yeah, if I knew you, I will become, because I know you. So that would allow me to have a little bit more trust. Because the one thing I've been grappling with over the last couple of years of my life is what is wrong with Joe Lockett, right? What's wrong with me? I have trust issues, big time. That when I say my flaw in life is two. My ego is big as hell, and I have trust issues.
Shoot, yeah, okay.
No, I'm being issue, right? I'm being so serious, right? Because, bro, I've been portrayed at the highest level on some things in my life, where I'm not letting myself be vulnerable to anybody.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? And so I'm very protective of me. I'm very protective of my space and in who I am. And you know what I'm saying? Not getting my feelings. I keep my feelings at a point like if you walk away, I'm gonna be okay. You know what I'm saying?
Where your feelings don't hurt you.
Yeah, yeah. And that's real shit right there, right? It's a fucked up place to be in my life at this point, but I know that's a part of me now that because of how hard I've been.
Why is that messed up? Why is that messed up?
Okay, so I'm gonna tell you why it's messed up. When I sat down and then me and my brother, we had this conversation, and we've been actually, going through this for the last maybe about a month, talking about it back and forth, right? You know, when him and I actually really realized, ladies and gentlemen, we've never been truly loved. We don't know what that is.
Okay.
And so it breeds a certain kind of mistrust, because the people that you thought that loved you, you come to find out that they didn't, or they only did because, right? And when you are presented with that over and over again at the highest level in your life, or your most closest confidants, without calling any names, it breaks a trust. It broke a trust in me.
Okay.
I trust people, but I don't trust people. You see what I'm saying? So the people that have tenure in my life, I trust them with everything I got. Somebody new coming into my life, I don't trust you. I don't put my feelings into you. I'm gonna move as need to be, but I'm in a position where I can walk away at any point.
That's how you're supposed to do it.
No, I don't think so.
Why not?
Because honestly, bro, I don't want to be with a woman that I say I love and I don't. Because you're lying. You see what I'm saying? You bullshitting her. She getting her feelings caught up into you, and you ain't really committing to the relationship for real. You're protecting yourself just in case you walk away. So you're not committing. You're lying to you when you say you love her. You don't. Because you can't love somebody you don't trust. Hell, it's the truth. I'm talking about me. If I say I love you, but I don't trust you, I don't love you.
You're not telling this girl you love her as soon as you start.
No, but what I'm saying is, I'm saying that's why I say I have trust issues. That's why I need that time to build a relationship with you, right?
Okay.
To build the trust in there. Because when I say I love you, I care about you, and I'm thinking about you, I never want to be like with you, right? I don't care I don't know when you coming and going. I really have no idea when you coming and going out the house, right? You just here. You pop the hell up. You leave. You pop up. You gone, right? Because I trust you. I don't have to look to my side, to my left or my right, and wondering is something gonna come up missing, you're gonna break something, or something gonna get fucked up, right? And if I can't be with that with a woman, right, in my life, if I got to sit there and think and contemplate about anything, I'm gone.
But I like to think the process is in between. I showed you why you don't have to do that. Like, I'm sure the woman passed when you getting ready to, you know what I mean, actually take her serious.
But how do you treat me when you get angry?
I mean, that's relationships.
No,
you gotta figure it out.
But see, that's what I'm saying. And this is my selfish, untrustworthy part, right?
Okay.
I don't believe you'll fuck me if you got mad with me.
No.
You see what I'm saying? I think you try your best to work it out in the best amicable way so we can part ways, but everybody gonna be okay.
Okay.
From where I done been, what I done been and what done happened in my life, I've had people shit on me, right? And they give a damn how I felt about it and left me in the street for people to feed on.
Mo.
And then come back and check on me. You know the stories, right?
Mo.
At the highest level. I've been betrayed by people at the highest level in my life. Betrayed. Literally betrayed to my fucking face. You know what I'm saying?
Mo.
So when these people that you look at as the confidants in your life that you've been around all your life and they betray you, right? It's very hard to trust a woman with your love, especially when the person who betrayed you was a damn woman.
Mo.
You see what I'm saying? Not saying, and that is a trauma, that is an unfairness, and that is a burden, that is a package that I carry into any relationship. And that is the honest, damn God truth. You know what I'm saying? A woman that's dealing with me, and you haven't known me for a long period of time, and I haven't known you for a long period of time. That's the bullshit that I'm gonna bring with me. You would never, it's gonna be hard for you to get me. And when I see some bullshit, I'm gone. I'm ghost. I get quiet. I don't say nothing. I don't want to talk because I don't want this shit. You see what I'm saying?
It's like that on the other side too, though. May not be to your degree because that's
Very
your,
true, Kimberly.
That's your trauma. But
yeah,
I'm sure they're gonna be coming to you, especially after a breakup. They're gonna be coming to you the same, well, not the same, but a battered type of person too, looking to see if this works out.
Yeah.
So I hear you, and shoot, I relate to it. But at the same time, I'm like, that's sound like the normal process.
It's the normal process. And Pepper said, if you trusted someone in the past and you both have good connections, you may need to revisit it. The connection is broken. The trust is broken. It would never be the same again, Pebbles. Once you burn my black ass, I'm good. You know what I'm saying? I always say on the show, once you show me your Cyndi Lauper, I'm good. You show me your true colors, I'm out. People can make mistakes, but there's certain mistakes that you should make with certain positions you hold in my life, right?
Mo.
Certain people, you can't make certain mistakes. Like in your life, nephew, there are certain mistakes I can't make. You see what I'm saying? I can't. Because you're going to look at me different. I can make a mistake, but there's certain mistakes in your life that I cannot make. You see what I'm saying? Certain people in my life hold certain positions with me that you can make a mistake, cool. We can look over, we can have a conversation. But it's some things when I know you did this shit maliciously and intently and didn't give a damn about me and you lied to my face or tried to defend the bullshit and you knew you was wrong and you didn't say nothing about it, I can't fuck with you no more. Because you're not who I thought you were supposed to be.
Mo.
You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? Yeah, you the ops. And you family. You family. That's a problem. You see what I'm saying? I can never look at, and this is what happened to me. When family betrayed me at the highest level, I looked at everybody else, bro, like, what the fuck? Right?
Mo.
And think about it. If that happened to you, because you know what happened, how would you look at everybody else?
How I do now. I don't put it past not a damn person. I don't put it past no. I can have the utmost love for you. I'm not putting that love past you could be able to betray me.
Yeah.
So it's gonna be a certain love.
And
you have a feeling.
And see, that's what I'm saying. And that's why I say, if I haven't already had some type of relationship with yours, we don't know each other, bro, it's tough to get with me now. That's why I don't want to mix sex in with getting to know you. That's why I don't care about that, because that fucks up things even more.
For me, I'm already, if I didn't smash into you, jump off now. It's like, all right, that's the girl I know. She cool.
I agree with you. I
let me-
agree with you, Pebbles.
You know what I mean? Let me
Yeah.
bone, but it's probably it.
But I don't want to add to someone else's trauma and make them feel some kind of way. And I don't want to.
That's your heart, Sean.
Yeah, it is. It is. Because now I'm older and I understand the damage that you can do to someone when you cross a threshold with them and cross those energies together, right?
I'm sorry.
No, but I'm just saying at my age, that's what you do. Erica said you have to be willing to work on your issues before you accept someone else's to deal with. I'm not accepting no one else's issues to deal with. I don't expect no one to accept my issues, and I don't want to accept no one else's.
I ain't too far on that. I'll accept it if you give me a reason to want to. You know what I mean? Like you got to go through the trenches to a level.
I ain't taking on nobody else's issue. Hell no. If you're dealing with some
That's
shit,
different, taking on issues, but your traumas and things that you got going on with you personally, that's everybody has to do that.
I would tell a woman, if you're dealing with me, just know that we have to build a relationship. I have to learn to trust you. I have trust issues.
Wait, hold on. You tell him. I'm sorry. So you telling that to her after the week she broke up with old dude?
No. The week she broke up with old dude, we're not even. That's not even a conversation we're having.
Okay. I had to.
No, actually, the week she broke up with old dude, bro, I'm not there.
Word?
No, because
is it somebody you know and you cool with?
If it's somebody I'm cool with, I will be there in the friendship role.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? I'm not being in the ops role, in a sneaker role, trying to get my points in.
Yeah.
I'm clearly merely there to
because y'all already cool.
Yeah, I'm clearly there being your support person, right? At the end of the day.
All right, we on the
yeah,
same
yeah,
page.
yeah. Because
I like I get not being there if you just met her, but if that's your home girl and you say you ain't going,
Kimberly,
you gonna say no.
Kimberly said it best. At this age, you fix your shit and I fix mine. That ain't what she said, but you know, I had to ship on it. But
but to that point, even if you entertain somebody that didn't come with a lot of stuff, they still came with some.
But once if I see that you're still dealing with something, bro, I will politely walk away. If I see you dealing with some stuff that you continuously get
to a point or just period,
just to the point where it's a continuous conversation.
Okay,
that you having because it's a problem and it's coming up and you got to deal with it. I will continue. I will honestly quickly remove myself from your presence because again, no.
I got a theory about that though.
What's that?
I don't think trauma ever go away. It just gets smaller.
I agree.
Bigger.
Time heals all wounds. I agree with that. But I just say at the end of the day that what I went through is not her problem. You know what I'm saying? It's not her problem. My trust issues is not her problem. She shouldn't have to go through that bullshit with me if she don't want to. Right? Yeah. So I'm going to be upfront with her. Right? It's going to take a minute if I have never met you, never talking. Me doing the shit that you think I need to be doing in the first 3 to 6 months, it's probably not going to happen. Because I don't trust you and we're building a relationship. So I'm not doing, the boyfriend trying to get your attention. I'm really just trying to be your damn friend in the beginning.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? For me. So I'm not trying to knock boots with you and impress you. I just want to get to know you as a person. That knocks me out of the box with a lot of women because a lot of women want to be courted. They want to be, they want to be wooed. And I'm like, I'm not in the wooing fashion at this point. I've said to myself at some point, bro, honestly, I will probably end up with somebody that I already know, or I'm probably going to end up by myself. Because I don't, and this is me speaking today, I don't want to put the work in. I don't. I don't want to work on nothing brand new with somebody that I don't know. It's a laborious task that I'm not willing to put time into at this point. And build it. If I know you, we've had a relationship, we've been talking over the years or whatever, I would entertain those. But something brand new, bro, I don't want you as a hit piece. I don't want you as a side piece. I don't, bro. When I say my life is really, 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 really good right now, why would I fuck it up? When you got a good thing going, what they say? Keep it going. You know what I'm saying? Don't bring in something that's gonna have the opportunity to throw you off track of what you're doing.
Yeah, I don't need nothing that's gonna disturb my peace.
Let's see what everybody's saying. We got to get out here. We tell ourselves this stuff to stay single because we don't want to do the hard work. Okay, you may be right, Erica. I don't want to do
hard work.
But Erica may be right. I don't want to do the hard work to. If the hard work is to prove to you that I'm a good man, you're right. I don't. Joe, I don't think you need a relationship. No shit. So you're gonna go backwards instead of forward. Now I'm not even moving. I said if it's someone that I know, it's outside of your comfort zone. Stay single and do your thing, Joe. Yes. Yeah, I mean, but honestly, man, see, most people ain't gonna be honest with you. Most people work through this shit and be knocking down boots and all. I'm just at this point, bro. You get tired of lying. You get tired of putting yourself in a position to break up with the woman after you done got the boots. You know what I'm saying? Because you're not ready to factor in your exit strategy because you know you want out, right? I don't want none of that hassles. I don't want none of that. My whole thing now, bro, is you should put the work into somebody, but am I willing to put the work into somebody? To chase you, to try to be your boyfriend? No, I'm willing to put the work in to be your friend. But a woman don't want a man to be their friend. They want a man to be their man. You see what I'm saying? Right?
True.
They want a man to date them and woo them and all that. And like I said, well, I guess if that's the case, I'm asked out because I'm not doing it.
Shoot. I saw somebody wooing that girl. I was like laughing through the whole thing.
But see, Erica, with somebody that you know, right? The work is less. You don't have to try to prove yourself to somebody you know. She don't got to try to prove herself to you. You know what I'm saying? So
yeah. Y'all just trying to make sure it works.
Yeah. Y'all know each other. Y'all already know how each other get down. So it's not that you got to do something extraordinary or whatever. Because she know you're a good guy. You know she is a good person. So y'all already know how to move. It's chemistry. It's chemistry already there. And I'm not saying there's somebody that already hit. It could be somebody y'all just friends. Y'all just happen to be free at the same time. Inmate park.
I definitely got a friend like that. I ain't even gonna lie.
Hard work. Where's the vibe? I want my easy street of like this. See, that's why I like Kimberly. Kimberly, get what I'm saying. Hard when it shouldn't be hard when it's somebody that you vibing with. You got the right energy. It ain't shit hard about it. If you feel strange to go do something for somebody, oh damn, I better do this, or she gonna feel some kind of way. Damn it, don't do it. You know what I'm saying? If you know you and if she knows you and knows your secrets and you trust each other, maybe. That's what I'm saying, Kimberly. You get what I'm saying. All right, guys. No, it's not. You sound like you just want to take a familiar person for granted.